just about to start my workout for today. This is day 29 of my SLAP challenge. SLAP, S-L-A-P, stands for squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups. We are doing at least 40 squats, at least 40 lunges, at least 40 reps of an ab exercise, and at least 40 push-ups a day every single day except Sundays for 40 days. And this is day 29. So we only have 2 weeks left of this challenge. So we're getting there. Let me very quickly show you the variations of those 4 exercises that I'm doing today so that you know what's coming up and you can do the workout right along with me. I don't have time to go into a lot of detail today. So as always, I will go over the key points the best I can. I will do my best to walk you through the exercises very quickly, but if there are any questions, if you have any doubts about how to do these exercises with the correct form, please just ask. If you need to see beginner modifications, please just ask. I'm always here to help with that. Normally, I go into a lot of detail in each video, demonstrating equipment-free substitutions and beginner modifications, and really going into a lot of detail about how to do each exercise with the proper form, because it's incredibly important that you understand how to do the exercises with the correct form before you begin the workout so that you reduce your risk of injury and so that you're getting everything you can out of each rep. I want you to be able to see the results of all your hard work. And I also spend time going over beginner modifications because it's really important to me that the workouts are accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. So of course that includes those of you that have no exercise equipment, and of course it includes absolute complete beginners. Even if you've never done a workout before in your life and you think you can't do a single push-up, yes, you can. You can do these workouts with me, and I will be more than happy to show you how. I just don't have time to go into a lot of detail today, but if you have any questions or if you need help, please just reach out. I'm always here to help in any way I can. So, very quickly, I will tell you that today I am going to be using my jump rope. I'm going to be incorporating 20 minutes of moderate paced cardio with my jump rope right into the workout. If you don't have a jump rope, you have options. You can either eliminate the jump rope section and just do your squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups, that's fine. Or while I'm jumping rope, each jump rope section is going to be 10 minutes long, so while I'm jumping rope, you can be doing 10 minutes of any other type of cardio exercise you want. So if you have access to an exercise bike or a treadmill or an elliptical or something like that, that would be perfect. You could hop on one of those for 10 minutes. You could go, if you want to take this workout to your local park, if you have a dirt track or something, you could run around the dirt track. Or better yet, if you have access to the field at your local high school, you could run around the track for 10 minutes. So for some people, that's a mile, maybe less. For some people, that's 2 miles. It depends on how fast you run. The cardio sections don't have to be exactly 10 minutes on the dot. Mine will be. But you do what works for you. You could also do up and down the bleachers if you're going to take this workout to your local high school. So you could do up and down stairs at a local hiking trail or a park if you have stairs at one of your local parks or hiking trails or something like that. If you live in an apartment complex, you can do up and down the stairs in your building, or if you have stairs in your home, you can go up and down the stairs. But if you want to stay put, you can do jumping jacks, high knees, any type of cardio exercise you want to do for those 10 minutes is fine. And if none of that's going to work for you, or you're pressed for time today, or you just don't want to do cardio today, you can eliminate the jump rope sections. That works too. If you do have a jump rope and you want to jump rope with me, any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. I always just kind of jog in place like this while I'm jumping rope. If you're more comfortable jumping with your feet together, great, jump with your feet together. If you're really good at jump rope, feel free to do something more challenging. You can do high knees, jump rope jacks, you can jump side to side, twist jumps, anything you want to do, okay? Whatever works for you for those 10 minutes of cardio where I will be doing jump rope. I'm going to be on intervals for my jump rope sections. 10 seconds rest and 50 seconds of work for 10 rounds. So 10 minutes is a long time to jump rope when you are on such long work intervals. So just a heads up, the jump rope sections are going to be kind of challenging because it's just a long work interval. So if it works better for you to set your timer for 10 seconds of rest and 20 seconds of work times 20 rounds, you can get your 10 minutes done that way. So that's just another option. Do what works for you. I am also going to be using a set of 10-pound dumbbells. 10 pounds is a good weight for me. You may need to use something lighter or heavier. That's going to depend on your strength and on your level of fitness. It also depends on what you have available to you and how hard you're looking to push yourself today. So please consider all of those factors when choosing your weights and make the decision that is best for you. Now for my squats and lunges, I am going to be adding weight. I'm also going to be adding weight to my ab exercises and my push-ups. I'm adding weight to all 4 exercises. But for the push-ups, you need to make sure, if you're using dumbbells, that your dumbbells are flat on the bottom. My dumbbells are shaped like hexagons here, so they're flat on the bottom so that it is safe for me to put my weight on the dumbbells and hold on to the dumbbells while I'm in a plank position and while I'm doing push-ups. If your dumbbells are rounded here, it's fine to use them for the squats, lunges, and ab variations that we are doing today. However, I do not think it's safe to use them for these particular push-up variations that I am doing. So if your dumbbells are rounded here, that's fine. Go ahead and get them ready. You can use them for the squats, lunges, and abs. I would prefer that you do not use them for the push-ups. So just when I have my hands on the dumbbells, you could be doing the exact same thing I'm doing, but just have your hands flat on the floor or the ground and do your push-ups that way, please. Use your common sense, okay? Be safe. I don't want anyone getting hurt. But if you're putting your weight on the dumbbells and on rounded dumbbells while you're doing push-ups and while you're in a plank position, they might roll around on you and you could fall and get hurt. I don't want anyone getting hurt. So, also, since I don't want anyone getting hurt, please remember to mind your form. So with squats and lunges, make sure that your shoulders are back and down. You want your chest lifted high. Make sure your core is strong and tight and engaged the whole time. Really tighten up those abs, okay? Push your booty back because that's going to help do 2 things. It's going to help keep your back flat and it's going to help you keep the weight in your heels. And that's what we want for the squats, okay? So shoulders back and down, lunges too. Chest lifted high, strong, tight, engaged core. Push the booty back, keeping the back flat and the weight in the heels. And then from this position is where you'll sink down into your squat, okay? I'm going to very quickly show you the squat and lunge variations that I'm doing. But remember that with this challenge, if you're doing the challenge with me, the only requirement is that you complete a total of 40 reps of squats, 40 lunges, 40 reps of an ab exercise, and 40 push-ups all day, every day. So if these variations of the exercises that I'm doing today don't work for you, remember that you can substitute with any variation of those exercises that do work for you. So I'm about to show you 2 different squat and lunge combos. If these don't work for you, you can do any squat and lunge combo you want, okay? I would love to go into more detail. Usually I do, but I'm pressed for time today. So this is me pressed for time. This is still gonna be like a 30-minute intro. I'm going to be holding onto 1 dumbbell for this first squat and lunge combo. So I'm going to hold the dumbbell like this. I have 1 hand on either side of the dumbbell. I'm gonna start with my feet together and I'm going to take 1 step out to the side and squat. And as I sink down into my squat, I'm going to take the weight and press it straight in front of me. So it's a little chest press. Then I'm gonna bring the weight back into my chest. So let me show you what it looks like from the side, and then you can see the position of my squat a little better, and you can see what I'm doing with the dumbbell just a little better. So I'm going to start holding the dumbbell in front of my chest like this. I'm gonna take a step to the side, and now shoulders back and down, strong, tight, engaged core. Flat back, pushing that booty back and keeping the weight in the heels. I'm gonna sink down into my squat. And then as I'm in my squat, I'm going to press the weight straight out in front of me like this. And then bring it back in. Then I'm gonna step that foot together. And I'm going to transfer my dumbbell so that I'm holding it in 1 hand. I'll place the other hand on my hip. It really doesn't matter where it goes because you just need it out of the way. I'm gonna step and do my side lunge. So again, with the side lunge, shoulders are back and down, chest is high, core is strong, tight, and engaged. I'm gonna step out to the side, push the booty back. Back is flat, and the weight is going to be in the heel of this lunging foot, okay? So this is the position for my side lunge. So I'm gonna step out into my side lunge, and then I'm gonna bring the weight down towards the toes of this lunging foot. then reverse the movement. So pressing this heel into the ground, stand back up, and return to the starting position. I will be alternating sides. So now with my next rep, we'll put it together a little bit faster. I'm going to, again, hold the dumbbell in both hands like this. Now I'll step to the other side, sink down into my squat, chest press, bring the weight back in, step the feet together, and now I'm going to transfer the weight to this hand, and I'm going to lunge back in the direction I just came from. And as I lunge down, the weight's going to come with me and tap the toes of this lunging foot. Now press this foot into the ground, stand, return to the starting position, transfer the weight back into both hands. So now other direction, step, squat, chest press, step it back together. Transfer the weight and lunge, side lunge back in the direction you just came from with a touch down with the weight, touching your toes with the weight. Transfer the weight back to both hands, and now traveling back in the other direction, step to the side, squat, chest press. Bring the feet back together, transfer the weight, and now side lunge back in the position you just came from, touching the toes with the weight. Okay, so that is my first squat and lunge combo. So for that exercise, if you don't have a dumbbell, a kettlebell would work great. If not, look for household items that will work. A can of soup or a water bottle filled with water or uncooked rice, for example. If you need an equipment-free modification, you can do the same thing. You will eliminate the chest press because there's nothing to press if you're not holding weight, but you can just step to the side and squat, step the feet together, and now a side lunge, and just reach down and touch the toes. And then alternating sides, so now step in this direction, squat, step the feet back together, side lunge back in the direction you just came from, touch the toes, return to the starting position. Okay, so there's a quick equipment-free modification. I'm going to be doing a second squat and lunge combo. So for that one, I'm using both of my weights. Again, it's okay if your weights are rounded, if your dumbbells are rounded on the ends for this. I'm going to be doing a weighted jump squat, and then I'm going to be doing 4 weighted side jump lunges. Okay, so actually let me quickly show you an equipment-free modification first, because it's really easy to modify this. You're gonna do the same thing without holding onto any equipment. Okay, so remember your form, shoulders back and down, chest high, strong, tight, engaged core. Push the booty back, flat back, weight in the heels. Sink down into your squat, and now really actively press those heels into the ground like you're trying to push the ground away from you. And as you do that, you're gonna jump up. Now you're going to come down into your side lunge position, and you're gonna jump and switch the feet 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm coming down and touching the ground with each lunge, but please work to your own level. Okay, so if you do not have, if your range of motion is not sufficient that you can reach down and touch the floor or the ground when you're in this side lunge position without rounding your back, then don't touch the floor, don't touch the ground. Just sink as deep into the lunge as you are capable of doing while maintaining your proper form. So if you can only come here, that's fine, this is your lunge. Then your side lunges will look like this, and that's totally fine, okay? If you need to do this to reach down and touch the ground, then just shorten up your range of motion, okay? Make sure the back stays flat and the weight stays in your heels. But that's your equipment-free modification for this exercise, okay? So just squat, jump, and then 4 side lunges. 4 side jump lunges, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 rep. Squat and jump. Now 4 side jump lunges. So come down to your lunge position, jump and switch the legs. 1, 2, 3, and 4 times, okay? I'm going to be doing that, holding onto a set of 10-pound dumbbells. So it's the exact same exercise. So again, if you don't have dumbbells, a couple of cans of soup or a couple of water bottles will work if you want to add weight to this exercise. So it's gonna be the same thing. You also really could hold a kettlebell or a medicine ball in front of you if you want, and just do the squat like that. And then you can set it down for the side jump lunges. I find it a little awkward to hold them for the side jump lunges, but if you only have a medicine ball or a kettlebell, you might be able to do that. But I'm going to be holding both of my weights So I'm going to do a squat, a weighted squat jump. So I just have the weights down here at my sides. I'm gonna squat and jump. And now 4 weighted side jump lunges. So I'm just letting the weights fall to either side of my standing leg for this. And now jump and switch the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And that would be 1 rep. So that's our second squat and lunges combo. Moving on to abs, I'm going to be holding on to 1 dumbbell for this. So you can use a kettlebell or a can of soup or a water bottle if you want. I'm going to start with my back. I'm going to start on my side here. And this hand is pressed into the mat. This arm's going to be here for support. I have my back leg bent and my foot is flat on the mat. The front leg is extended. It's not just straight, but it's reaching. Okay, so think like you're trying to touch that wall with your toes of this foot. So it's not just that the leg is straight, it's that it's actively reaching and stretching outward. Okay, try to maintain that feeling in your leg and try to maintain that level of, what's the word? I'm trying to go fast and I can't think of words, but just actively think of stretching that leg out, okay? Try to maintain that level of engagement, I guess, in this leg the entire exercise. I'm going to start by bringing this weight up to my shoulder, my top shoulder here, and now I'm going to press this hand into the mat, and I'm going to engage my obliques and lift my hips up high. Lift them as high as you can. Now I'm going to do an overhead press, so I'm going to straighten this top arm, press the weight up overhead, and then bending the elbow, I'm going to bring the weight back down to my shoulder. And now in a controlled movement, I'm going to use those obliques to lower my hips back down and return to my starting position. So make sure you're not just dropping down, but make sure you're controlling every aspect of the movement. So really engage those obliques, control the movement up, control the movement down. There's 2 parts to this exercise, so that was part 1. So then after I do that, I'm going to again lift my hips. So pressing this hand into the mat, engaging my obliques, lifting my hips as high as I can. And now from this position, the weight's going to stay here. And I'm going to take this bottom leg that's extended, and I'm going to do a leg lift. So just lift the leg straight up, and again, control the movement on the way down. So don't kick it up, but lift it up. And don't let it drop, but lower it down, okay? And then again, in a controlled movement, lower the hips back down to the mat. That is 1 rep, okay? So let's do one more a little faster so that you can see what it's gonna look like for reals. So pressing this hand into the mat, you're gonna lift the hips, overhead press. Now controlling the movement, come back down. Now lift the hips again, and a leg lift. And then lower the hips, that's 1 rep. So if you need an equipment-free modification, you're going to eliminate the overhead press, since if you are not holding onto anything, there is nothing to press up overhead, so it's kind of pointless. So you will just do the second half of the exercise, okay? So all you're going to do, you can have this hand on your hip, behind your head, wherever it's more comfortable for you, but all you're going to do, you're gonna start in this same position. So I'm on my side, the back knee is bent, back foot is flat on the mat. Front leg is straight, and that foot, I'm extending that leg. I'm reaching and trying to touch that wall with my toes. I'm gonna press this hand into the mat, engage my obliques, lift those hips high, and now I'm gonna lift this front leg, control the movement on the way up, and control the movement on the way down, and then lower the hips. Okay, so you're just gonna treat that as 1 rep. So if you want to double your reps, you can feel free to double your reps, but you don't need to, because we're already going to be doing a lot of reps. I'm going to do 20 reps on each side. So it's you can just do this for your equipment-free modification and just do 20 reps of this, and that would be totally fine. All right, so do what works for you. Our second ab exercise, I'm again going to be using just 1 weight. So for this, you can definitely use a kettlebell, that would work great. You could use a medicine ball, that would also work great. Or again, if you have a can of soup or some type of household item for this exercise, even something like a jug of laundry detergent or something like that would work. But I'm gonna be doing around the worlds, plus a Russian twist. So again, I'm gonna be holding my weight like this with one hand on either side of the weight. If you're a beginner, you might want to do this exercise with your heels, your knees bent, but your heels on the mat. I'm going to be doing this exercise with my heels lifted up off the mat. So just keep in mind, if you're a beginner or if you start to get fatigued, you can always set your heels down. But if you are able to lift them up off the mat. I'm starting with my weight. I'm holding my weight like this, and I'm holding it down here by my belly, okay? Now I'm going to lift the weight. I'm going to take it and go around the back of my head. So I'm going to go first to the side, then up, bringing the weight behind my head like this, and then around to the other side, return to the starting position, and then I'm going to continue that motion. I'm going to twist thoracically and tap the weight down on this side of my mat. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So now, bring the weight back to the center, starting at my belly. Now I'm going to bring it to this side first, then up, behind my head, around, and then I'm going to continue the movement, twist thoracically this way, tap the weight on the mat. And all of that is 1 rep, okay? So each 2 twists counts as 1 rep. So a little faster, around the world, twist and tap. Other way, around the world, twist and tap. That's 1, okay? Around the world, Russian twist. Other way, that's 2. So that is my ab exercise. If you need an equipment-free modification, just do Russian twists. Because again, there's no point in going around the world if you don't have a weight in your hand. So it's fine, just do Russian twists. Again, if you're a beginner, you can have your heels on the mat. If not, try to keep them up off the mat the whole time if you can. And then you're just gonna twist and tap your hands to one side of the mat, twist and tap your hands down the other side of the mat. And you can count each twist as 1 rep if you want, but if you're able to, try counting like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that each time you tap this side of the mat is 1 rep. If you're a beginner, if you're super out of shape, if that's too many reps for you, it's fine. You can keep your heels on the mat. You can count each twist as 1 rep. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just do what works for you and work to your own level. So again, if you do not have the range of motion that I'm showing you and you're not capable of twisting around all the way so that you can actually tap the floor or the ground with your hand, then just come as far as you can. Okay, so if your Russian twist is here or here, that's fine. Work to your own level, but that is my second ab exercise. I said I was gonna do this quick. I'm just incapable of doing anything quickly. All right, as quickly as I can, which is gonna be another 20 minutes, let me show you the 2 different push-up variations that I'm going to be doing today, and so then we can finally get started on this workout. So for my push-ups, for both push-up variations, I'm going to be doing push-ups on the dumbbells. So again, this is where if your dumbbells are not flat on the bottom, you're gonna be doing the equipment-free variation of these 2 exercises, and I will show that to you so that you know how to modify. But I'm going to be doing hands staggered push-ups. And I'm just gonna be adding a little triple knee tuck. We just did triple knee tucks a couple days ago, so you just saw them, but a triple knee tuck means 3 knee tucks, shocker. The first knee tuck is going to be to the side. So the first knee tuck, I'm going to take my knee and bend the knee and bring the knee towards the elbow on the same side. Then I'm gonna return to the starting position. With my second knee tuck, I'm going to tuck the knee straight in towards my chest and then return to the starting position. With the third knee tuck, I'm going to bring my knee across my body towards the elbow on the opposite side. And then return to the starting position. So that's a triple knee tuck, okay? So 1, 2, 3, okay? That's a triple knee tuck. Then I'm going to be doing a hand staggered push-up. So I'm going to be doing this while holding onto my weights, which means I'm going to pick up one weight at a time and move it forward and do my push-up from that position with my hands staggered. So I'm going to move the weight before I do my triple knee tuck. Then I'm going to do the triple knee tuck, push up, and then I'm going to switch the position of the weights, okay? So it will look like this. I'm going to take one weight and step it forward. Now I'm going to do my triple knee tuck. So the knee that's going to tuck is the knee that's on the same side as the weight that is behind, okay? So this weight is behind this one, so it's this knee that's going to do the knee tuck. So I'm going to do one tuck to the elbow on this same side, then one tuck straight into the chest, and then one tuck across my body towards the elbow on the opposite side. And then from this position, I'm going to do a push-up holding onto the dumbbells. And now I'm going to switch the position of the dumbbells. So I'm going to bring the one that's in back, I'm going to bring it forward, and I'm going to bring the other one to the back. So now this dumbbell is behind this one, so that means this knee is going to do the triple knee tuck. So tuck to the elbow on the same side, tuck to the chest, tuck across the body, and then a push up from this position. Okay? And then continuing that way. So move the dumbbells, triple knee tuck, push up, you get the idea. So if you don't have a set of dumbbells that are flat on the bottom, you're going to do the same exercise with your hands flat on the floor or the ground. Okay? Just remember with your push-ups that you want to have your body in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders. So if your hips are slightly elevated like this, don't worry about that too much. You're not going to hurt yourself doing your push-ups from that position, and it will actually make the push-ups a little bit easier. So if you need to have your hips slightly elevated, that's okay. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Don't worry too much about that. Ideally, what you want is to have your body in one straight line. So you don't want your hips up here, but if they are, that's okay. What you really do not want, what's not okay, is to let your hips drop down like this. So keep the hips high, keep your body in one straight line as much as you can from your heels to your shoulders. If you are doing your push-ups from your knees, then that straight line is going to go from your knees to your shoulders. But the point is not to let your hips drop down. So keep those hips lifted high, keep your core strong, tight, and engaged. Okay, so then you're going to bend your elbows and lower your chest to the ground. Keep your head still, okay? So the only thing moving is my elbows. Everything else is staying perfectly still. So I'm lowering my chest as low as I can, all the way to the ground if you can. Keeping the head still, keeping the body in one straight line. And now press those hands, press your palms into the ground and push yourself back up to your starting position. Again, keeping your body in one straight line the whole time. So if you are a beginner, knee push-ups are great. I would rather have you do push-ups from your knees with good form than to do sloppy push-ups from your toes. So there's that. But the thing is that you may need to shorten up your range of motion as well if you're a beginner. So if you have not yet built up the upper body strength that you can lower your chest all the way to the ground, that's fine. Then you can shorten up your range of motion and just come halfway down. Lower your chest as low as you can without breaking your form, without breaking that straight line from your heels to your shoulders. And once you've gotten as far down as you can, then you press your hands to the floor or the ground and push yourself back up, keeping your body in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders. But two of the most common mistakes that people make is when they have not yet built up enough strength that they can lower their chest all the way to the ground. They'll get about halfway down, and then what they'll do, I think even subconsciously, is they'll get here and then they know they're trying to get all the way down to the ground, but they don't have the strength to lower their chest down to the ground, so they lower their hips or their belly down to the ground like this. That's what you don't want to do. The other thing that a lot of people do is they'll get here and then they'll try to kind of trick themselves into thinking they're getting all the way down by dipping their forehead down to the ground. You want your head to stay perfectly still. The only part of your body that you're trying to get down to the ground is your chest, okay? So keep those hips lifted high. Don't let your hips drop down. Don't bob your head up and down. Keep your body in one straight line all the way down. And if you can't get all the way down to the ground, just go down as far as you can. Once you've gotten as far as you can, press your palms into the ground or the floor and push yourself back up, okay? Really important that you're minding your form. So that's the proper form for push-ups. Now your equipment-free modification for the hands staggered push-ups, same thing, just without holding on to weights, okay? So starting your plank position, you're gonna step one hand forward. And now this hand is in the back, so that's the side that I'm going to do my knee tucks on. So triple knee tuck, 1, 2, 3, and then you'll do your push-up from this position. Switch the position of the hands and switch which knee is doing the knee tuck. So this hand's in back, so it's the knee on that side that's going to tuck 1, 2, and 3, and then a push-up from this position. Okay, and then continue. So again, if that push-up variation is too difficult for you, remember that you can substitute with any other push-up variation. That's the beautiful thing about this challenge. As long as you're doing 40 push-ups today, it doesn't matter what push-up variation you do, and it doesn't matter how you get it done, just as long as you get it done. So do whatever push-up variation you can manage. I have one more push-up variation to show you, and then we can actually start the workout. So for my second push-up variation, I'm going to start with the weights close together like this, and my feet close together, and I'm going to be stepping out to the side. So holding onto my dumbbells and coming into a plank with my feet close together, I'm going to pick up one dumbbell and step it out to the side, like this. Then I'm going to follow with my foot. So now my hands are wider apart, my feet are wider apart. From this position, I'm going to do a push-up on the dumbbells. And now I'm going to take this hand off of the dumbbell, and I'm going to do a pike toe tap. So let me show you that part from the side so you can see it better. So this hand is going to move. I'm going to pick up the dumbbell, move it over here. It's the other hand that's going to reach across and tap the toes on the opposite side, okay? So starting with the weights together, feet close together, step the weight out, step the foot out, push up, and now pick up this hand, and I'm going to press my hips up and reach across and touch the toes of this opposite foot with my hand. Now come back to my plank position, and now I'm going to step the weight back and step the foot back. I think actually usually when I initiate the movement, I start it with my foot, so let me show you one more. So I'm gonna step the foot out first, and then the weight. Then I'll do my push-up. Then my pike toe tap. And now on the way back, step the weight in first, and then the foot. You really can do it however you want, but I find that creates more stability if I move my foot first, and it makes it a bit easier and a bit safer. So initiate the movement with the foot, and initiate the movement on the way back with the weight. That's probably going to be the best way to do it. But that is my second push-up variation. We'll alternate sides on that one. You can stay on one side if you want and do 10 reps on one side, 10 reps on the other, whatever works for you. But if you don't have dumbbells that are flat on the bottom, you can do the same thing with your hands flat on the floor. So that'll just look like this. You'll start with your hands and feet close together, and then step the hands. If you're not carrying a weight with you, you might be able to step your hand and foot out at the same time. If you can't, then you can step one out at a time. That's totally fine. But then you'll do your push-up from this position, and then your pike toe tap, okay? And then step it back together. And then you can alternate sides. So step to the other side, push up, pike toe tap, and then step it back together, okay? So from the side, it'll look like this. Step out, push up, pike toe tap, step back together. Other side, step it out, push up, pike toe tap, and step back together. So those are all the exercises. Here's the format. Here's how it all fits together. I'm going through my slap exercises twice, but each time through I'm going to be doing a different variation. So that's why I showed you two different variations of each exercise. So I'm starting with the first squat and lunge combo that I showed you. That's our side squat with a chest press if you have a weight, and then a side lunge, okay? I'm going to be doing 20 reps of that, alternating sides. Then I will move on to the first ab exercise that I showed you. That was the side plank lift with the overhead press, and and then the side plank lift with the leg lift, okay? I'm going to be doing 20 reps on one side, then I'll flip over and do 20 reps on the other side. So that's a lot of abs. That part's gonna take a minute and it's gonna be tough, so just do your best. If you want, you can cut those in half and you will still meet your ab requirement. So that is up to you, but that little section, that first ab section is gonna be pretty tough. And then I will move on to the first push-up variation that I showed you. So that was my hands staggered push-up with a triple knee tuck. I'll alternate sides, 20 reps. Then I'll do my first jump rope section. So again, it's going to be 10 minutes of jump rope. I have my timer set for 10 seconds of rest, 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds. Then we'll go through the whole thing a second time, but the second time through, we'll do the second variation of each of those exercises that I showed you. So the second time through the slap circuit, I'm going to be doing my weighted jump lunge with my weighted side lunge combo. That's gonna be my squats and lunge combo. Then I will do my around the world Russian twist abs. And then I will do the step out push-ups with the pike toe tap that I just showed you, okay? And then last but not least, I will finish up with one more jump rope section, identical to the first jump rope section. So 10 seconds rest, 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds. And that's the workout. I would love to finish this in under an hour. That's the goal. I don't know if that's going to happen because I know that first round of abs is going to take me a minute. Like I said, it's going to be rough, but my goal is to try to finish in under an hour. I'm going to get as close to that as I can. So this intro was not any shorter than my normal intro. If anything, it was longer. I just don't know how to do things quickly. I don't know what to tell you guys, but like I said, it's important to me that I show you the beginner modifications and the equipment-free substitutions so that the workout is accessible to everyone who wants to do it. So again, if anything is unclear about the format, please remember that I always take the time to type out the instructions in the description box below the video. You're gonna watch me do it right now, so watch me do it, read the instructions, but then of course, if anything is unclear, if you have questions about the format, if you have any doubts about how to do the exercises with the correct form, if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, please just ask. I am always happy to help with that. If you are ready to do this workout with me now, go ahead and grab an exercise mat or a yoga mat or maybe a towel, something that you can lie down uncomfortably for our ab exercises. If you're working out on a carpeted floor, you might not need anything, but if you have an exercise mat or a towel, go ahead and get that ready. Grab a set of dumbbells if you have them, and if you're using them. You might also want to get a kettlebell ready or a medicine ball or a couple of water bottles or cans of soup. If you want to add weight to the exercises but you don't have dumbbells, remember not to use your rounded dumbbells for the push-ups though, okay? But get your dumbbells ready or some other type of weight if you want to add weight to the workout. Grab your jump rope if you have one, and if you're jumping rope with me today, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, we are starting in 3, 2, 1. With a squat, chest press, side lunge. That's 1. Squat, chest press, side lunge. That's 2. We're going to 20. That's 10. 10 more. All right, that's 20. What's next? Abs. So that's half of our squats and lunges done already on the whole day. All right. So this is the part that's gonna like bring my momentum to a screeching halt. These are gonna take a minute, so just do your best. And remember that if 20 reps on each side is too many for you, you really can do 10 reps of this on each side, because each rep is really 2 reps in one, and it's such a challenging exercise. And we're doing more abs in round 2, so, you know, make the decision that works for you. So, front leg is straight and reaching out, stretching forward to try to touch that wall. Back knee is bent, foot is flat on the mat. I'm gonna bring the weight up by my shoulder. And now press this hand to the mat, engage those obliques, lift the hips, press the weight up overhead. Lower the hips with control, lift the hips again, and lift that front leg. Lift and lower with control. And that is 1 rep. We're going to 20, so do your best. Here we go. That's 10. So we've actually already done 20 reps of like an obliques exercise, lifting 20 hip lifts. So if you don't have 20 and you on each side, especially since, like I said, we're doing more abs later, you can switch sides now. That is totally fine. I'm doing 20 on each side just because I want to challenge myself today. Doing 10 on each side just seems like too short. So I'm gonna do another 10 reps on this side before I switch to the other side. So just taking a few seconds to rest and regain a little strength, my shoulder, my obliques. As soon as you're ready, let's start the second half on this side. That's 15. I feel these in my obliques for sure, but I also always really feel them in this shoulder because it's just a long time to be holding that side plank position. So all of my weight is on this arm. All of my weight plus this 10-pound dumbbell is on this arm. So it really, I always definitely feel it in my shoulder. My shoulder always gets really fatigued doing this exercise. So just need another short little rest break. was that, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. As soon as you're ready, let's finish up with these last 5 reps and then we'll switch sides. I know this one's killer, but we just have 5 reps left to go. Here we go. 16. 17. 18. Just 2 more. 19. Oh boy, last one. The shoulder is just killing me. That's 20. Okay. I feel bad, but not really, because I warned you these were going to take forever, and I warned you they're killer, and I gave you the option of not doing so many, so I don't feel that bad. If you're choosing to do all these reps of this tough exercise with me, then I don't know, you must like torturing yourself like I do, so it's on you at this point. All right, so switching sides. On that side, I was able to do my first 10 without stopping, and then I split up the second 10 into 2 little mini sets of 5, so I will try to do that again on this side if I can. I think that's gonna be the most efficient way for me to get these done. So as soon as you're ready, so the front leg is extended straight and you're reaching those toes out to try to touch that wall. Back leg is bent, foot is flat on the floor, weight up by the shoulder. Now press that head into the mat. Lift the hips, press the weight up overhead, lower the hips with control. Lift the hips with control and with control. Lift and lower the leg, lower the hips back down. That's 1. So let me try to finish 9 more without stopping if I can. Do your best. My shoulder is what makes me cry, but this is such a full body exercise. There's nowhere I don't feel this exercise. I think this might only be the second time I've ever done it. I just tried this exercise for the first time like a few weeks ago, or a month or 2 ago, I don't know, but I loved it at the time as much as it kicked my ass. I did tell you this is not the last you'll be seeing of this exercise. So I'm glad I brought it back today, but oh, holy guacamole. It is just killer on this shoulder that's supporting my weight in the side plank, but I feel it in my quads and of course my obliques. I just feel it everywhere. It's just, it is such a full body exercise and it's just like such a killer. All right, hopefully I rested long enough that I have enough strength to do at least the next 5 without stopping. So when you are ready, I'm picking up my count at 10, little rest break. Try to keep it short, but I need to break up this second 10 into 2 little mini sets of 5. I don't have enough strength to do another 10 unbroken. So that rep number 13, I didn't like the leg lift. It felt sloppy. My leg went up and down, but I didn't have control over the movement, so I redid it. I didn't do the whole rep again. I just redid that one portion of the rep that wasn't where I wanted it to be. I didn't have control, okay? So I tell you, every rep isn't gonna be picture perfect. That's fine. Just do the best you can, and you have to decide where that threshold is. So the rep may not be beautiful, it may not be perfect, it may be a little wobbly, but if it had enough integrity that you feel like you got out of it what you wanted to get out of it, you can count it. If you feel like it was a bit too sloppy, or you didn't have control over the movement, and you really weren't doing the exercise, maybe your body was going through the motions, but you weren't really doing the exercise, if you know what I mean, then you can redo the rep, or just redo part of the rep. That's up to you. You have to make that decision for yourself. So do your best though to make sure each rep has integrity so that you're getting the maximum benefits out of the exercises. You're gonna go through the trouble of, you know, summoning the motivation to get dressed and come out here every day and like, you know, do the reps, and you wanna make sure you're getting everything out of it that you can. So make sure each rep is done in the correct form, make sure each rep has integrity, make sure the movement is under control. When you're ready, let's tackle these last 10. I'm on 15, right? Okay, here we go. I talked for so long, I forgot where I was. But that's 16. All right, 4 more. Why do I feel like that was only 15? I always do this. I'm pretty sure that was 20, but I'm gonna have this nagging doubt because I talked for so long. I don't really remember if I did 11 through 15 or not, or if that was 11 through 15. All right, if you know you did 20 reps, you can move on. Skip ahead in the video. If you know I messed up and I didn't, and we owe 5 reps, then you gotta do these with me. But all right, let me real quickly just do another 5 just to make sure. Completely fell out of that. The first half of the rep was fine, but I'm gonna do another couple of these because my last 2 are sloppy, so I'm just gonna do this part over. And 1 more. All right, that's at least 20 on each side. Those are done. We don't have to do those again all day. So that's good news. What was I just gonna say? Totally forgot. All right, so next is push-ups, 20 reps. So again, just do your best. It's gonna be tough. I will make it my goal to get through the first 10 reps without stopping if I can, and then I'll probably break up the second half into 6 reps and then 4 reps if I can. I'm gonna do my best. But we'll get the reps done. Break them up however you need to. If you're stronger than I am and you don't need to break them up and you can do all 20 like fast without stopping, go for it. As long as you can do it with good form. Never sacrifice your form for speed, okay? And make sure you're going at your own pace. So if you're working out along with the video, you may be stronger than I am, you may be able to go faster than I am. As long as you are maintaining the correct form, you're not losing anything off your form, go ahead and go faster. If you finish the exercise before I do, you can skip ahead in the video. But of course, if you are slower than I am, that's totally fine. Slower than I am, that's totally fine as well. If you need more of a rest than what I'm taking, or if you're just moving more slowly than I am and you need to pause the video until you catch up, pause the video, okay? Make sure that you're going at your own pace. So, if you need a longer rest break, pause the video, come back when you're ready. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my first set of 20 push-ups. So this is our hands staggered push-up with a triple knee tuck, okay? So plank position, holding onto the dumbbells. You're up for that, dumbbells. Step one, hand forward. And now with the opposite knee, you're gonna do your triple knee tuck. So 1, 2, 3, and now a push up from this position. That's 1. So now switching the position of the dumbbell, step the other dumbbell forward, and now step this dumbbell back. And now with the other leg, you're gonna do your triple knee tuck. 1, 2, 3, push up on the dumbbells. That's 2. Okay, we're going to 20. I'm gonna try to keep going until I get to 10 without stopping. So wish me luck, do your best. Here we go. That was at least 10. I did the first 2, and then I wanted to do 8 more, but I think I started counting over again at 1. So then when I got to 8 reps, I thought that was 10, but I thought maybe I didn't start counting over again, so I just did 2 more just to be safe. That was at least 10. I don't feel like I need too much of a rest break, so I'm gonna keep this rest break short. Again, if you need a longer rest break, pause the video. If I can get through the next 10 without stopping, I'm gonna go for it. If not, I will pause and rest if I need to pause and rest, as should you. So, when you're ready, let's tackle these last 10 push-ups, and then we'll be on to our first jump rope section. too bad. Better than I thought it was gonna be. So that's our first time through our slap reps, S-L-A-P. So squats are halfway done. Lunges are half done. We're half done with abs, and we're half done with push-ups. So, now I'm gonna start my first jump rope section. I'm already almost 25 minutes in. So after this jump rope section, I'm gonna be more than 35 minutes in. So that means if I want to finish in under an hour, I need to be able to complete the second half way faster than I completed the first half. But I think that's absolutely possible because my squats and lunges combo will take me a bit longer, but I'm really gonna save time on my abs because the abs exercise that we did in round 1 took forever. The ab exercise we're doing in round 2 is gonna go much, much more quickly. So I still think that I can finish this in under an hour, but I have to really push. Everything's jelly right now, my arms, my legs. So this jump rope section is gonna be really tough because again, we're doing these long work intervals. I'm on 10 seconds rest and 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds. So it's gonna be really tough. Just do your best, okay? If 50-second work intervals are too long, you can do 10 seconds rest and 20 seconds of work and then just do 20 rounds of that for your 10 minutes. That's totally fine. Do what works for you. If you need a longer rest break so that you can go towel off and hydrate and let your heart rate come down a little bit, that's fine. Pause the video. When you're ready, come back. I'm gonna start my first 10-minute jump rope section. So I'm starting now with a 10-second rest interval. Always start with your rest interval so that you have a few seconds to get ready and you don't lose any time off of your work interval. And now we're gonna jump rope for 50 seconds. Do your best. So that's 1 down, 9 to go. Resting for 10. And now here we go, skip for another 50 seconds. If you trip, just take a quick breath and just do your best to get right back into it, okay? Really use that 10-second rest interval to slow your breathing down. I know the work intervals are really long and it's not a lot of time to recover. So just do your best. Take a couple of nice, deep, cleansing breaths. I think we're at least halfway through. Yeah. So 5 down, 5 to go. Bump in my mat is really annoying. I need to buy a new mat. All right, let's keep pushing. We have only, well, this might less than 2 minutes left. 2 work intervals left. So let's push through. So this is our last work interval, less than a minute to go. At the end of this interval, my timer is going to do a long series of beeps. As soon as the beeping starts, that means time is up, and you can stop if you want. If you want to keep going with me, I'm going to keep jumping rope for an extra like 15, 20 seconds until the beeping stops. So you can join me if you want, but you don't have to. As soon as you hear the beep, you can stop if you want. Up to you. Okay, so there's the beep. That means 10 minutes is up. You can stop anytime you want. If you want to keep going with me, I'm just going to do like another 10 seconds. And once the beeping stops, we'll stop. All right. That's just something I like to do. With that last interval because I like to finish strong. So I like to really push through until the beeping is over. It's just like an extra 15, 20 seconds of skipping. And also, the second reason I do it is because I feel like it kind of makes up for some of that time I missed off of my work intervals because I was tripping over my jump rope. So even if I don't trip, even if I have like a flawless jump rope section, I still do it because I like to finish strong. But additionally, I do feel like I'm making up some of those reps that I missed from tripping over my rope. So I'm just about at 38 minutes. So that means that if I want to finish this whole workout in under 1 hour, that I only have about 10 minutes to get through this second slap circuit. So it's gonna be tough, but I think I might be able to do it. So I'm gonna come close. I'm gonna come as close as I can. So again, if you need a longer rest break before we start round 2, you can pause the video, go towel off, get something to drink, let your heart rate come down a little bit, take a few deep breaths, slow down your breathing. When you're ready, come back. We're gonna start with our second squat and lunge combo. So this is going to be my weighted jump squat plus 4 weighted side jump lunges as 1 rep. And we're gonna do 20 reps of that, or like 20 sets, I guess, okay? So, weights are to the side, squat down, jump up, and now 4 side jump lunges. So jump and switch the legs, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's 1. I'm going to 20. So squat and jump. And now I'm starting my side jump lunges on the other side just to keep it even. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 4 reps of side jump lunges with each set, so it's not the end of the world, but I'm just gonna do my best to try to initiate those side jump lunges on a different leg each time, okay? So that's 2. Let me try to get to 10 without stopping. So 8 more. I'm gonna count 8 more this time. So I'm picking up my count at 2. So this will be 3, do another 10. I'm not going to be able to do another 10 unbroken, so I'm going to try my best to get through the next 6 reps or 6 sets without stopping to rest. And then try to just take a short rest and then finish up with the last 4. If I can get through these next 6 without stopping, that's going to be the most efficient way for me to get this done. If I can't do 6 unbroken, I'll do 4 and then try for another 4 and then finish up with the last 2. Break it up however you need to. We're gonna get the reps done, so it's all good. All right, that was a nice long rest break, probably about a minute or so. So let me see if I can go ahead and tackle my next 6 reps without stopping. So picking up my count at 10. When you're ready, here we go. So that's 16. I have to do 4 more. I had to kind of slow down and take little mini rests towards the end of that set of 6, but not a full rest, putting down the weights and everything. So more or less, got through those 6 unbroken. So now trying to keep this rest break a bit shorter, 30 or 40 seconds maybe. I'm not looking at my watch, I'm just going by feel. Trying to keep it as short as I can. So as soon as you're ready, let's finish up with these last 4 reps. So picking up my count at 16. That's 17 for me. 3 more. Just 2 more. Let's keep pushing. That's 19. Last one. Okay. So now squats and lunges are all done for the whole day. Moving on to abs. So this ab exercise is going to be tough, but it's going to go by a lot more quickly than the ab exercise we did in round 1. This is our around the world plus a Russian twist. If you are not using weight, then you can just do Russian twists. If you need a longer rest break, pause the video, come back when you're ready. When you're ready, let's get started. Remember, we're counting each 2 taps as 1 rep. So lift the heels if you can. And now, around the world, twist and tap. Other way, that's 1. That's 2, we're going to 20, okay? Do your best. That's 10, just 10 more. I just need about 15-20 second rest. I don't think I need too long of a rest break. I think I can tackle this second half. If you need to rest longer, do what you need to do. Go at your own pace. It's 11 for me. It's 15. 10-second rest. And then the last 5. Just estimating that 10 seconds. I don't know. 16. 17. Almost there. Keep pushing. 18. Just 2 more. Really work that twist. It's 19. Last one. And 20. Okay, good job. Those go by a lot more quickly than the ab exercise we did in round 1, but they're not easy. They're one of the easier exercises in this workout, but 20 of them double counted the way we just did with weight is not exactly easy, so good job. Just want to take a peek at how we're doing on time, if it's still within the realm of possibility for me to finish in under an hour. Nope. I'm at 50 minutes right now, so the jump rope section alone would put me over an hour, but I still have to finish up with my final set of push-ups, so it's okay. Just keep it as close to an hour as we can. Make it my new goal to finish in under an hour 10. So that gives me a full like 5+ minutes to complete my push-ups and then have a little bit of a buffer before I start my jump rope section and skip through the last series of beeps and still hopefully finish in under an hour 10. So just gonna do my best to keep it as close to an hour as I can. So again, if you need a longer rest break, pause the video. When you're ready, come back. We're gonna finish up with 20 more reps of push-ups. So this is our step out push-up plus pike toe tap. Alternating sides, 20 total reps, okay? So do your best. Hands are together, feet are together to start. Step the dumbbell out, step the foot out. Push up, pike toe tap. Now bring the dumbbell back, bring the foot back. That's 1. Other side. Step the foot out, step the dumbbell out. I'm still in the frame, right? Yeah, kind of. You know what I'm doing anyway, you can see. Push up, pike toe tap. Step the dumbbell back, step the foot back. I think I can move over this way a little bit. So that's 2. So again, I'm gonna do what I did in round 1. I'm gonna try to finish the first 10 without stopping, and then I'll take a little rest break and I will assess how I need to tackle the second half. So I completed 2. I'm going to do 8 more without stopping, hopefully. That's the goal. Wrong way. So that's 4. So that's my first 10. Just gonna rest for a minute or so here. Maybe I can do the next 10 without stopping. I was able to do that in round 1, so I might be able to do it here as well. I'll do my best. If I need to pause halfway and rest, I'll do that. So just remember with the pike toe tap that you're kind of continuing in the direction, okay? So as you're moving to this side, you're tapping this toe. And as you're moving to this side, you're tapping this toe, okay? So, all right, that's been less than a minute, I think, but I feel like I'm ready to continue. So if you need to rest longer, rest longer. Come back when you're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and start my second half, my last 10 reps, and see if I can do them unbroken. So when you're ready, here we go. All right, that's 20. I'm at 55 minutes. So I'll finish in under an hour 10. I'm not gonna miss my goal of an hour by too much, which is great. That second round definitely was a lot faster, but the squat lunge combo, I think that took me longer than I was hoping. Everything else I feel like I kept it kind of moving. Abs and push-ups, I kept a pretty good pace, but the squats and lunges were just tough and I kept needing to pause and rest. So that's what slowed me down that round. But now we have just another 10 minutes left to go, plus my little additional 15-20 seconds at the end. So again, for that final work interval, when you hear that long series of beeps, as soon as you hear the beeping start, that means time is up and you can stop skipping if you want. I'm going to keep jumping rope, hopefully if I don't trip, until the beeping stops. So that is your option. If you need a longer rest break, pause the video, come back when you're ready. We're gonna go ahead and start our final 10 minutes of cardio right now. So starting with a 10-second rest interval, and then we'll jump rope for 50 seconds. Do your best. That's all you can do. All right, here we go. breaths. Now here we go for another 50 seconds. I think that's halfway. I think we've completed 5. Yeah. So that's 5 down, 5 to go. We are on the home stretch. Let's keep pushing, okay? Almost there. Less than 2 minutes left. Let's push. Okay, we made it. This is our final interval. Hour, 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So I missed my goal by a little over 6.5 minutes, but that was a tough workout. And I really felt like I was doing my best to push myself as hard as I could today, so I'm happy with that. That's close enough to an hour for me. Next time I do the workout, I'll try to finish in under an hour. I think it's doable. We are not quite finished yet. I just peeked at my watch so I would know my score, but I didn't stop my watch yet because no workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So we have just 1 rep left to go, but before I get to the bonus burpee, it's time for the McFlurry minute. So I'm going to reset my timer to count down 1 minute. I'm going to jump rope for 60 seconds, completing as many revolutions of the jump rope as I can in 60 seconds. And if I can make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over my jump rope, everybody wins a free McFlurry. So give me just a minute to reset my timer. I'll be right back. All right, we just finished a long, tough workout that ended with a long, tough jump rope section. So I'm feeling kind of fatigued. I'm not quite sure I'm gonna be able to do this today, but I'm going for 4 in a row. I'm gonna do my best to get us all some free ice cream. So wish me luck. I feel like I need it today. All right, here we go. Starting with a 10-second rest interval. And now the McFlurry moment of truth. 60 seconds, no tripping, here we go. Oh yeah. Four in a row. I'm always counting my reps, and when my timer beeps, I'm always around like rep 170 or so. So I always just keep going. Figure why not do an even 200 reps, but the only important thing is what happens in that 60 seconds. And in that 60 seconds, I did not trip over my jump rope. So everybody wins a free McFlurry on me. You're welcome. So now we have just 1 rep left to go. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. When you're ready, final rep of the day. Here we go. All right, that's it. That's the workout. The second to last week of my slap challenge is now officially underway. That's a wrap on day 29. I will see you all back here tomorrow for day 30. We're getting so close. I thought this was a really great workout. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you liked it too. If you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who's been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging comments. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for your continued support. One final reminder, if you have any questions, if anything is unclear about the format, how it all fits together, if you have any doubt about how to do the exercises with the correct form, if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, I am right here to help. So please just ask. Never hesitate to reach out to me if you have questions or if you need help. And before I say goodbye, one final thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way into the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I let you go, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, this beak is interfering with my nosh. Rudy likes that one. My sweet boy. You guys know my wind chimes by now. Every time the wind chimes go off, that's Rudy coming to visit me. That's what my neighbor told me when she gave them to me after Rudy died last year. It's coming up on a year already. Oh my goodness. All right. It's gonna be excruciating. On a lighter note, this beak is interfering with my nosh. That's the secret code phrase of the day. As I'm standing here waiting for the plane, I just realized that I got some new clothes from Gymshark. Oh my God, they were having this amazing sale. Everything I bought was like over 60% off. So these are colors that I maybe wouldn't have normally chosen, but they were like clearance. So they were the colors that nobody wanted, but I actually really love these colors together. And I just realized that I'm kind of like still dressed like Ireland today, a little bit, right? So it's like a light mint green type of top, and the pants are like this muted, like rusty orange color. So yeah, this is like my second day, like Irish, like St. Patrick's Day hangover look, I guess. But oh my God, these pants are, I shouldn't have worn pants. Every time I wear pants, I regret it because I start to get so hot. But I will say that I love these pants. As soon as I put them on, I love the way they fit. I love the way they stay put. I want to say like they're tight, but that has like a negative connotation. I don't mean like they don't fit or they're too tight or they're uncomfortable. They're extremely comfortable. I'm not sponsored or anything. I have like 300 subscribers. So I know every time I get something new and I love it and then I tell you about it, it sounds like I'm getting paid. I'm not, I swear. I just really love these pants. I'm so excited. The bra's really nice too, but there's nothing particularly like stand out about the bra. It's pretty, it's a nice color, it fits well, everything. There's no problems with it, but the pants. So all the times like when I wear pants when I'm jumping rope, I never feel like they stay put. They might fit when I put them on, but then if I'm jumping around, if I'm jumping rope or something, they always are like sliding around and I'm constantly having to readjust and pull them up and everything. If you watch my workouts, how many times do you see me doing this and everything? I don't think I had to adjust these clothes once over the course of the entire workout, which is amazing. So when I say they're tight, I don't mean they're too tight. They fit great, and they're not uncomfortable. They're super comfortable, but I just mean that they really stay put. They don't slide around. The elasticity is really good, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the right word, but I really love them. So these are not colors I normally would have chosen, but I'm glad that this is what's left because it's always good to try something new. And I do start to feel like I wear the same, everything I own is either like black, pink, or gray. So I do need to start adding a little more color. So I'm really excited because I got a bunch more stuff. So I'll show you some more stuff tomorrow. But Gymshark, yeah. I've never worn anything of theirs before. I only bought these because they were like so cheap. It was all on clearance. But oh my God, I really love them. So I'm sure I will be buying some more stuff from Gymshark. So check them out. Not sponsored, I promise. They have no idea I'm even doing this. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. But that's my new outfit from Gymshark. Cute and comfy and yeah. So if you are still watching this video, hello. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, "This beak is interfering with my nosh." That is going to do it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.